than 6,000 families. Proceedings in the House were stalled several times last week following uproar on the rainfall issue. Meanwhile, in the upper house today, proceedings could begin only after assurances were given that a positive step will be taken in regards to the comments made by senior leader Divakar Raute. And in order to allow the competitive market forces to play a greater role at major ports, the government has issued a new set of guidelines for determination of tariff. The fresh guidelines will come into effect immediately and would impart flexibility to private operators as well as major ports-owned berths in fixing their tariff, which is subjective to ceiling. In the current year, the Ministry of Shipping has targeted to award at least 30 port projects at an estimated investment around 25,000 crore rupees. It is expected that the new guidelines will encourage more investment from the public-private partnership and government spending in the current fiscal.
These new guidelines will come into effect with an immediate effect. With these guidelines in place, the Ministry expects that many benefits would accrue to the port operators and attract more investment and cargo traffic.
And Union Textile Minister Dr. K.S. Rao visited a handloom center at Farooq Nagar in Nagpur, where he inquired into the concerns faced at the facility. Considering the problems faced by the artisans, he promised to solve all the problems of the workers who work in the center. Dr. Rao will discuss the challenges in the textile industry with its representatives and with experts. The Union Textile Minister was also felicitated by the representative of the centre. Among those present with him at the event was Member of Parliament Vijay Muttemawar. And on the sidelines of a separate statehood granted by UPA government for the Telangana region, supporters demanding an independent statehood for the region of Vidarbha have also started raising their voices. Senior Congress leader and Member of Parliament from Vidarbha, Vilas Muttemawar, has written a letter to Congress President and UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi asking to carve Vidarbha as a separate state. Muttemawar expressed that if the issue of Vidarbha was not taken into consideration, they will feel sidelined. Meanwhile, Employment Guarantee and Water Conservation Minister of Maharashtra Nitin Rawat has also supported this view. To intensify the demand, Vidarbha leaders have also threatened to stage a protest at Jantar Mantar in the national capital on 5th of August. And in other news now, recently 2 Urdu ghazals penned by Indian freedom fighter Vinayak Damodar Savarkar have been discovered by an institute based at Dadar in Mumbai. These ghazals unleash Savarkar's hope for freedom from British rule and are an inspiring form of the Urdu literature written with utmost fluency. Here's a report.
Commonly known as Swatantra Veer Savarkar, was a fearless freedom fighter, social reformer, writer, poet, political leader and philosopher. Recently, 2 Urdu ghazals written by the freedom fighter during his 11 years imprisonment in the Andaman Cellular Jail from 1910 to 1921 has been discovered by a Dadar-based institute.
हमारे जो सावरकर स्मारक के संस्थापक सदस्य और विश्वस्त श्रीपू गोखले जी थे, तो उन्होंने एक अपील की थी कि सावरकर जी के बारे में कोई भी किसी के पास कोई ऐसी चीज़ हो कि उसमें वैयक्तिक सावरकर जी का संबंध हो तो भेजे। तो शायद यही अपील सुनकर अंडमान से पैरेमोहन नाम के एक जेल के अधिकारी थे, उन्होंने पुणे में ये मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट भेजा। तो उन्होंने वो प्रिजर्व करके अपने पास रखा था और अभी हाल में ही उनकी सुपुत्री मंजरी मराठे इन्हें वो दस्तावेज वहाँ से उनके घर से मिला।
The ghazals are a part of the notebook kept by Savarkar in prison and are patriotic in nature. It is written in inspiring form of Urdu poetry and in fluent Urdu language. The 2 ghazal portrays about Savarkar's hope for the freedom of India. The notebook that contains the Urdu ghazal also includes 2 Hindi poems. यहीं पाओगे महशर में ज़बा मेरी बया मेरा, यहीं पाओगे महशर में ज़बा मेरी बया मेरा, मैं बंदा हिंद वाला हूँ, यही है हिंदुस्तान मेरा। मैं हिंदुस्तान के उजड़े खंडर का एक ज़रा हूँ, मैं हिंदुस्तान के उजड़े खंडर का एक जरा हूँ, यही सारा पता मेरा, यही नामो निशा मेरा. The notebook was placed on display at the Samark opposite Shivaji Park Maidan in 4th week of July 2013 and then would be shifted to a museum of Indian revolutionaries being developed by the Samark. Tabassum Malik, DD News, Mumbai.
And that is all in Metro Scan from Mumbai. It is back to our Delhi studios now. Namaskar.
Thank you for that.